So yesterday it came out that the Packers have decided to make 2 signings to the practice squad, so I want to cover these 2 players who have been added. We have tight end Austin Allen and then kicker Matt Ammendola. And if you guys are new to this channel, I put up Packers content daily, Packers news updates, all that kind of stuff, so feel free to subscribe. I will be putting out some videos breaking down the upcoming very important Packers versus Lions game, so stay tuned for that video as well. But first off, starting with tight end Austin Allen. So he's 6'8", 253 pounds, so a very massive human being. He played college football at Nebraska. In last season, his final season at Nebraska, in 2021, he had 38 receptions for 602 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was the Big Ten's tight end of the year. He was then signed by the New York Giants in 2022 as an undrafted free agent. He was then waived by the Giants before the season, signed back to their practice squad, and then on October 18th was released by the Giants. So it seems as if he's been a free agent since being released by the Giants in October, and then yesterday afternoon the Packers decided to come in and sign him to their practice squad. Now I want to read a short excerpt on Austin Allen from Lance Zierlein of NFL.com. This is from his draft profile, just to give a little bit more information about sort of the kind of player he is. So it says here, skyscraping tight end with inline potential if he can continue filling out his frame with additional muscle. Despite his tall center of gravity, Allen will flash as both a down blocker and as an athletic moving shield when blocking in space. His release and route running are heavy and plodding. He's unlikely to beat man coverage on the next level without scheme help. He is willing and able to catch the ball in traffic, and his height gives him a theoretical advantage on jump ball throws. Allen appears to have football in his future, but his level of success could be determined by whether or not he can develop into a true Y as a pro. So for the Packers, they're constantly sort of moving through different players on their practice squad. Lots of guys getting signed, getting released, and it's hard to really know if a player is going to come in and really make a big impact. But after this season, the Packers do have some tight ends they'll have to make decisions on, like Mercedes Lewis, Robert Tonyan. Will Mercedes Lewis retire? Will he want to come back? Those are some important questions the Packers are going to have to figure out and decide what the future looks like at tight end. And I guess best case scenario, Austin Allen comes in, develops, and becomes a solid blocker here for the Packers. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see there. But I like the signing, 6'8". If you want to check out there's some highlights I posted on my Twitter. I can't post highlights on this channel because it gets copyright struck by the NFL or college football, and then you can't make money on the videos. So I tweeted a link to like a minute or two of his highlights on Twitter, Luke_Beller, so feel free to go check that out if you would like to. And then here we have the second signing, and this is a kicker. It's kicker Matt Ammendola, and these both came out from Packers.com yesterday. So for the Packers in their current kicker situation, Mason Crosby, still of course the kicker, but last week Ramiz Ahmed, who was the Packers' backup kicker, was added to the active roster, and it seemed like he was going to, before the game started, the plan was for him to do kickoffs. Unfortunately for him, he injured himself kicking in warm-ups, had a groin injury. Because of that, Mason Crosby ended up kicking kickoffs as usual. And so now I think with the uncertainty of Ramiz Ahmed and his injury, the Packers want to bring in another guy just in case. So Matt Ammendola went undrafted in 2020, played for the Jets in 2021 where he made 13 of 19 field goals. Not incredible stats, but, all right. And then this year he's actually played with both the Chiefs and the Cardinals, 2 games with each teams, and he has gone 5 for 7 this year. So we'll see what happens with Ramiz Ahmed, if his injury is okay, if it's not okay, and if not, maybe the Packers will use Ammendola if they need some depth here at kicker behind Mason Crosby. But I'm super pumped this week for the game coming up, and as I said, I'll be making a video on that most likely tomorrow or the next day. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting one. Packers-Lions, Sunday Night Football. It should be a very, very exciting game, so I'm very excited. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.